everyone. Good evening to some of you, and good night, I guess, to some other people. Again, my name is Dr. Azumah. I am the host for this event. Right now, we're just going to be introducing you guys to our bonfire event that will be held on Saturday. It's going to be Saturday, October 20th at 2:30 p.m. Eastern Time. I wanted you to meet all of us, the coordinators and the facilitators for that event. So I'm going to start with that introduction. Again, welcome everyone. Thank you so much for allowing me to be in your presence today. All right, so a little bit about me. My name is Dr. Azumah. I'm a women's health physician and consultant. I'm a board-certified obstetrician and gynecologist. I practice in the United States. I'm also a public health professional and a community educator. Importantly, I am the co-founder and president of Love Your Menses, an international organization that empowers young Black and brown girls to thrive using their menstrual cycle. I am also the founder and CEO of Healthy and Uplifted, which is providing this platform today. The other things I do is I'm a doula, I'm a certified life coach, I'm also a blogger, professional speaker, and an author. So thank you so much for having me here. I'm going to now hand it over to my colleague, Dr. Kimmy. It's all you.
Hello, everyone. It's such an honor to be here. I'm Dr. Kimmy Mukaya, and I'm a board-certified dermatologist, author, beauty coach, consultant, and speaker. Like Dr. Berry, I'm also based here in the US, although you can probably tell from my accent that I'm from the continent, from the motherland. I'm originally from Kenya, but love to be here. I've been practicing dermatology for about 10 years now, and I'm really passionate about the skin and healthy living. And my mission is to empower people to take care of their skin in safe, healthy, and effective ways so that they can look their best, boost their confidence. And, you know, we're all aging, so let's age gracefully and love ourselves as we do so. It's such an honor to be here, and I'm really, really excited about the upcoming events.
Awesome. Thank you, Dr. Kemmy, for joining me today and having this conversation. Our third facilitator is not here yet, but she'll be joining us shortly. So, Dr. Kemmy, why are you excited that we're providing this skincare webinar? We call it the Beauty Bonfire. Why are you excited about it?
You know, I'm excited about it because we're all attracted to beauty. One of the reasons why I love this Christmas season is that we have lights everywhere and they're beautiful. And I think it's natural for human beings to want beauty. That's why we love flowers and we want to look beautiful. And so, you know, whether you grew up in a conservative background like I did, where we're told to do the bare minimum makeup and embrace our natural selves, or whether you love makeup and you've always gone around makeup, it's useful to know how to use makeup because it can really enhance the quality of life. It allows us to highlight our best features and to mask features that maybe we don't like about ourselves or features that make us less confident. And it's really, I mean, there are many benefits of makeup. Maybe we'll talk about it, but I'm just excited because, you know, well, makeup is all around us, whether you go to a pharmacy or a supermarket, many people don't really know how to apply it well. Sometimes people apply things in a way that's not safe for their skin. And as a dermatologist, skin safety comes first for me. Other times people apply it in ways that are not flattering for them. And we don't want people to do that. If you're going to do makeup, do it right. So I'm just excited that this is an opportunity to learn, to invest in ourselves, and to be able to put our best foot forward.
Awesome. Thank you so much for agreeing to join me in bringing this important workshop. For me personally, why I decided to coordinate this is because a lot of times, you know, those of us that are cerebral and focused in school, sometimes we neglect the physical part. And when we are ready to put on makeup, we're like, where do we go? You know, yes, there's YouTube with tutorials and makeup application, but I feel like having a dermatologist, a board certified dermatologist, beauty consultant and coach give us a holistic view, not just this is the foundation, but telling us how to care for our skin, because I've heard by so many people, and I believe that makeup begins with a healthy skin. So is it possible for people like me that suffer from acne to have healthy skin and have makeup? Because sometimes when I put on makeup, I feel like when I wash it out, my acne is worse. Is it, what am I doing wrong? Dr. Kemmy, help me out.
So, it is possible to wear makeup and have acne. I'm also acne prone and I'm currently breaking out. But, if makeup is done the wrong way, which a lot of people do, the acne gets worse. A lot of makeup products are comedogenic, or the things partnered with makeup products are comedogenic. And so whenever you have acne, a lot of people don't like the way the acne looks. So they use the products to hide the acne. But unfortunately, if it's done the wrong way, the products clog the pores, and then the acne becomes worse, and then it becomes this vicious cycle where the acne is looking worse, so you use more makeup, and then the makeup makes the acne worse, and it's this vicious never-ending cycle. And so that's why I'm so passionate to be sharing. And during the Beauty Bonfire, I'll definitely be sharing the best tips in selecting makeup for acne prone skin. Ideally, we tell people, if you can do without makeup and give your skin a break, that would be ideal for healing. But we know that in the real life, people have to go to school, to work, to church, and other places, and they may not want the acne to be seen as is, especially since it takes a while for the lesions to clear. And so we need to learn how to do makeup well, and I'll be really excited to be sharing those tips.
Wow, I didn't know that sometimes when you break out with acne, you're supposed to take a break. What's the reason behind taking a break from makeup?
So makeup tends to clog the pores, and so one of the things in the acne physiology is that the body produces a lot of sebum, a lot of the oil, and that clogs the pores. And then when we put makeup, especially if we use the makeup applicators and we really compact it in the beauty blenders, we're packing in the makeup into the pores, so that makes them even more clogged, and then it leads to an inflammatory cascade, and then there's more inflammation around the pore. That's when you see the pus bumps, it's red, it's inflamed, the skin gets sensitive. So it just sets off this cascade that's really hard to control. And so when people go makeup free and they use the bare minimum products, it just gives the skin a chance to heal. It calms down inflammation. And since acne is an inflammatory process, if all the total inflammation can be calmed down, the acne is easier to control.
Wow, that is so interesting. I didn't know that the vicious cycle around acne and products. So the question I have for you is, how often should we wash our brushes with our, that we use to apply the makeup? Are we supposed to wash them daily, weekly, monthly? And will washing them decrease your risk of breakout?
So that's an excellent question. I think daily washing is overkill. If you have the discipline to do it, sure. However, if you wash your brushes daily, especially if they're made from natural products, the natural brushes, they'll wear out faster. So you don't necessarily have to wash it every single day, but say at a bare minimum, don't go for a week without washing them. Twice a week is good. Daily, I think, is overkill, but I'd say aim for twice a week, or at the very least, every single week.
Wow. So you're saying we should wash our brush at least like within 2 weeks window? Oh my goodness. Okay, and now I understand why I'm breaking out. Again, this conversation is very important. Because even as a physician, I didn't learn that, right? I took a portion of dermatology in med school, but I didn't know like the simple things such as, washing your makeup brush at least every 2 weeks so that it can decrease acne formation. Another thing. Go ahead.
Actually, if you're actively inflamed, I'd say every week or even twice a week, because remember, acne, but there are many things that come into play in acne. We talk about 4 things that are the hormones which we really can't control, but testosterone is the hormone to blame. It causes the oil glands to produce too much oil, and then the oils block the pores. And then when the oils block the pores, then we have inflammation, and then the bacteria come into the party. So we all have bacteria, but when our skin is inflamed and we have acne, we have a higher concentration of certain strains of bacteria, like P. acnes. And so the reason why we're washing our brushes a lot is we don't want to keep on reintroducing the bacteria that are inflaming the acne. And
Oh,
so same
wow.
thing with washcloths. I'd say if you can afford to have many washcloths, I would say use it for no more than 2 days and then change it, because if you're using a washcloth, a lot of times it's still damp, and a lot of our bathrooms are warm. And so after you've washed your face, the bacteria has transferred from your face to the washcloth, and you're leaving it hanging, and those bacteria are just multiplying, and they multiply a lot faster. They multiply in hours. So that's why you want to change it frequently, so that you're not reintroducing bacteria to your face and worsening the process.
Wow. I'm curious now, because you're such an articulate person with multiple talents. What made you decide to become a dermatologist? While you're telling us that, our third facilitator and partner is going to join us. Thank you. So while you answer that, Natasha is going to join us.
Perfect. So, the funny thing is that when I first joined medical school, I didn't think I would become a dermatologist. At that time, there was a lot of cosmetics, and I thought it was very superficial. And I was like, I'm not going to become a doctor just to do Botox and all these things. So I was going to do other things. But when I did my dermatology rotations, I realized that the way people look can affect the quality of their life a lot, can affect their self-esteem. And I realized that there's so much within dermatology. There are 3,000 skin disease. There are over 3,000 diseases of the skin, the hair, and the nails that we manage. And so even though a lot of times people think of acne and they think of cosmetic procedures and skin cancers, there are thousands and thousands of conditions we manage, and a lot of them really improve the quality of life. And we even save lives. We detect skin cancers, we catch them, we treat them. And so once I understood how much it encompassed, I really liked it. And I also like the fact that in dermatology, for the most part, because it's a clinic-based practice, the patients are not very sick. I like to talk to people to get to know them, and it's so much easier when people are well enough. And so yeah, I like it, and I like that the results of our treatments can be instant. I can tell a patient, do this. Well, not really instant, but then when they come back a few months later, I see the results. It was very satisfying for me. So I really love the skin. And I also love the fact that the skin, it's the biggest organ in the body. And even though people think it's separate from the body, whatever you do to the other parts of the body, things that affect the brain end up affecting the skin. Things that affect the heart end up affecting the skin. So even though I'm a skin doctor, the advice that I give people can affect the whole body, and I love that. All right, I thought we've been joined by Natasha. I'll take a bit of a break, and the gorgeous Natasha will introduce herself.
Can you ladies hear me? Oh my goodness, let me just say this. Let me just give it back to my co-host, Dr. Kimmy, Dr. Azumah, Azumah. You guys are just so fantastic, right? Like, so I am so humble to be on the same stage with you beautiful ladies. And Dr. Kimmy, I saw a dermatologist today, so.
That's awesome.
Dermatology, yes, and I have an OB appointment next week. So this is just awesome. This is just awesome. Okay, so with all of that said, I am Natasha Amand, Natasha Paris St. Amand. I am originally from Brooklyn, New York, born and raised. And my family, I am first generation here in the States. My family is from Haiti. And I live in the Northern Virginia, just 20 minutes from Washington, D.C. right now. And so with all of that said, I am known as the Etiquette-Therapist. Let me just say this. People always ask me, like, what is etiquette therapy? Because I've never heard of that term. Well, I coined it. Okay, so just give it back to me. Okay. All right, give it back to me, right? Well, I would say one of my best friends, who was also my marketing director, she was the one, because for a long time, and just give you a background history, for a long time, I had been living these two worlds in tandem. And those two worlds was this. I was in the fashion industry for over 20 years. I was a stylist. I was a makeup artist. I worked with pageant girls, how to walk, how to talk. I was a makeup artist I worked for MTV for a number of years. I actually, in addition to that, I worked for Yves Saint Laurent. which is YSL, you know, a luxury makeup line. And then also Queen Collection CoverGirl. I did that, you know, when Queen Latifah came out with her CoverGirl. I don't know if you remember when she came out with her CoverGirl line, you know, specifically geared towards women of color. And so I done lots of fashion shows and things of that nature. I actually started out as a model, but I was like, I'm not tall enough. I did print work. I like the behind the scenes. I like to get people beautiful. So I did that for a number of years. And then coming from a Haitian American household, many of you women know, you know, coming from an African household, right? My parents were like, I did not come to this country for you to just makeup, styling. What is this? What is this? This is not, no. This is not going to work. So of course, to appease my parents, I did the makeup, I did the fashion, all the while going to school. And I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do, but I knew that I loved people. I knew that I loved people. And I went to a business school, but I found a small, it was a small department within my school in New York. It was a psychology program. And I was like, I took Psychology 101. I was like, this is interesting. And I just pursued it and continued. And I was like, you know what? I ended up graduating with a psychology degree. And I said, I'm going to go on and get my master's in graduate level. And I did that while doing the makeup. And I'm a licensed clinician.
Wow, that is so amazing. Okay, so we're going to make this public. Natasha, how did we meet? Okay, again, her response ties up with why we're doing this event, because I am sure I wasn't the only woman, and you can tell us how many professional women, you know, seek your help. So tell them how we met. It's all you.
I had an event. Actually, I was promoting myself on Eventbrite. And it was, you know, if you want to take your professional life to the next level, not just by appearance, because using my psychology, you know, degree and the therapy and the beauty consulting coming together, which is known as the Etiquette-Therapist, I said, you can enlist my support. And I had a lot of women, you know, over the years, close to about maybe 500 women, professional women who I worked with either in groups, but with Dr. Azumah, it was one-on-one. And we did how to walk into a room. We did, you know, how posture and poise. We did how to speak and enunciate. And we did makeup, the basics of makeup artistry, and really being able to understand your skin type, which is why we have here Dr. Kimmy here, right? Who's so fantastic. That's why we talked about understanding your skin type, but understanding how to really utilize this beautiful canvas that you've been born with and how to enhance it. And so that's how I met Dr. Azumah. She hired me to be her etiquette consultant, and we had it was 8 weeks, right? 8 weeks, once a week, sometimes twice a week, just really taking her to the next level. And I'm super proud of her. And since then, that's almost 4 years ago, 5 years ago.
Yes.
Since, and we've been working on so many wonderful projects that she's working on, which I'm super excited to collaborate and partner with her on. So yes, that's how I met Dr. Azumah. Thank you.
Yes. So you guys, this is amazing, because Natasha was actually helping me with makeup application. She was helping me with color coordination. Like I said earlier, I had just finished residency, and now I'm going to go out there to work. And I knew that I needed to develop myself, to prepare myself for where God wanted me to be. And I ran into Natasha, and ever since we've been great friends and actually business partners. Anytime I need help, Natasha is there, because Natasha is extremely wise, and I'm very, very grateful that she's here today. She's a polymath, right? She does everything. She's a makeup artist. She's a mental therapist. She does so much, and she loves to help. At least she loves to help me. So we are so excited to have her here with us. So you guys stay tuned. on October 20th at 2:30 p.m.
November 20th.
Thank you. See, look at that. That's why I have her. Again, November 20th at 2:30. Again, November 20th at 2:30. You're going to grace the presence of Natasha Paris, Dr. Kimmy, and myself. And we'll just talk about beauty. We'll give you physiological reasons to care for your skin. We'll talk about your emotions. We'll talk about how beauty is from the inside out. Again, this entire package by 3 experts is only $60. Again, we wanted to. Yes, that's it. Yes, that's it. I know. That's it.
That is so amazing. Because do you understand, guys, how much, I mean, being in the industry, being behind the scenes, how much it costs for someone like myself to be a part of your team and to assist you and to have a board certified dermatologist? That's thousands and thousands of dollars that people are willing to pay. So if you are getting this deal, and you will, for $60, you need to jump on that like right now.
I totally agree. It's a really, really good deal. And it's just because we love to help people, because you're right, we could have made it $500 or more, but we made it at an affordable price point because Thanksgiving is coming and we want everyone to look their best for Thanksgiving and the holidays. We don't want you to be the one behind the camera taking photos of everyone because you don't want to be seen. We want you to be like, yeah, take a photo of me. So come and learn. Let's boost our confidence and our skills.
Yes, and that's the kind of women we are. We like to uplift and empower others. We want every woman to thrive. We look at the news, we see a lot of depression and problems, especially during this COVID era, and it hurts us because we are all empaths here. So we try to uplift women, and that's why we are organizing this event to help you. So if you have a friend that might need help with self-esteem, please invite them over. We have a mental health therapist that will talk about self-esteem issues. If you need someone that doesn't know how to apply their makeup, please invite them over. It's just $60. $60 is equivalent to eating a meal in a medium scale restaurant. But this skill set that they would learn, we take them a long way. Again, my experience with Natasha changed my life. My experience with Dr. Kimmy changed my life. So you all join us. It's an event that you should not miss out. Again, we're making it that price because we want all of you to attend, especially those that need it.
And you know what? I'm here to
Yes, come on. Okay? Yeah. Come on, please, dear. Thank you, ma'am.
So this is also, we have to be very, very conscientious, right? This is also post-COVID. So this will be the first holiday season that families are coming together outside of a Zoom call, right? Because many people have been vaccinated. And so this will be an opportunity to put your best first face forward, right? You know, put your best face forward. Right? Forward, because people want to see you, right? So you want to definitely know what to do. And also 2022 is the year of the women. Okay. You know, I mean, 2022, it's not just about your face, but it's also about your level of confidence. So I'm super excited to be part of this phenomenal team and to be available for all you wonderful thousands and thousands of women who are listening to this call right now.
All right, excellent. Dr. Kemmy, there's a question from one of our audience member. You can address it now or you can address it later. It says, is it okay to use sponge on the face? I'm not sure what kind of sponge, but is it okay to use that on the face? I don't know if you want to answer it or wait until Saturday, again, November 20th.
So I'll say yes with a disclaimer. You'll get all the disclaimers when you sign up for the session, because it's okay for some people. For some people, there are other tools that should be used, and you'll learn all about that. I'm sure Natasha, with her years and years of experience, will school us. So yes, you can, but there's some disclaimers, and you'll find out the disclaimers and whether it's appropriate for you or not when you join us on Saturday.
Awesome. Thank you again. And Natasha, I didn't tell you this, but during the event, I would show pictures of women and ask you what you think about their outfit, if it's appropriate for, yes. And I want you to put your commentary. You know, you are in the studio and the celebrity lifestyle, at least celebrity in America. So I want you to say, no, that doesn't work. I mean, we're just going to have fun.
Oh, I love that. That is so, because you should see me. I'm, you know, just people on television, people in the street, you know, I'm like, no. You know? or can look at someone, which is a blessing. I can look at someone and do a full makeover with my visual. Like, I can say what color hair looks great on them, what eyebrows will look great, and then try it out on them. Honestly, so I've done it. You know, living in New York. I've lived in 4 cities: New York, Philadelphia, New Orleans, DC. I'm here, and I've done it with a few women that I've just met on the street. And I said, "Would you mind if I do a quick makeover on you?" And let me tell you, they're like, "Oh, okay." And exactly what I pictured in my head. Even down from having them go from black hair to red hair and what that would look like, I'm like, oh my gosh, let's do that. And then I have partners who are stylists, because I don't touch the coloring, you know, colorists and all that stuff. I don't touch that. I just have connectors, and I'll say, let's do this real quick for this woman. And when I tell you my vision comes to life and they look like a completely enhanced individual, it's amazing. So yes, that's all up my alley.
Wow, that is so cool. Okay, so we're going to be wrapping up now. So I just wanted you guys to leave with a lasting word before we meet again on Saturday.
Wait a minute, what are the questions?
I know. We have to save it for Saturday. You know, we got to save it for Saturday. Again, it's just $60 to have a virtual chat with us. Again, hopefully we're going to bring this live next year in person so that you can meet us and meet wonderful people. But for now, we're doing a pilot study and we're going to do it virtually. So when you think about beauty, what do you guys think? How do you define beauty? I'm going to start with Natasha, and then we're just going to use that as our ending statement. How do you define beauty? What's beauty?
Well, of course, I'm trying not to do the cliche of beauty is in the eyes of the beholder, right? But really, beauty comes from within, and I can't stress that enough, because I've seen some beautiful women. You walk the streets, you know, or I've met in passing or at networking events, and as soon as they open their mouth, I'm like, oh, she's ugly. Because it's about your energy and what your energy is saying about the world and yourself, you know? And so beauty, yes, you can capture a person's appearance and capture a person's attention by just walking into a room, just by your face or how you're dressed, but it's also taking it a step further and exuding a level of light, which comes from the Heavenly Father, right? Exuding light that depicts who you want to be or who you are right now. And that should be the light of the world, right? So beauty is truly in the eyes of the beholder, but it's also about how you exude your life and your energy across to others. And that's what makes people say, I remember her. My gosh, she left a lasting impression. And Maya Angelou said, it is not what you say that impacts people, is what you do that makes that instant life lesson impression, right? How you've made someone feel, that's what makes someone beautiful.
Wow, that's awesome. What about you, Dr. Kemmy? How would you define beauty?
So, you know, like Natasha, I agree that beauty is multifaceted. It has many layers. So the outward layer is the most obvious layer that people see. It's how we present ourselves on the outside, just the physical that people see. But then there are also many layers of beauty. There's your relationship with yourself and how confident you are. So there's the beauty of the spirit and the beauty in the way people relate to other people and, you know, the level of love. Because, you know, as you've said, you've seen some people who look really attractive, and as soon as they open their mouth, that is lost. And then the opposite sometimes is true, where some people at a first glands are not the most attractive, but then they open their mouths and they talk and they make you feel so wonderful, and all of a sudden you're ashamed of your first impression of them because they're just so wonderful on the inside. So beauty has to take, it's all encompassing. It starts from the outside, but the most important part is the inner beauty and the relationship with yourself and with others.
Wow, that is so amazing. I would say, to me, what is beauty? I say beauty is her. It is that woman that knows how what. It's her. I think beauty is what you think you are. So you could be beautiful if you believe it. Again, we can get help if we need that. Like Natasha said, there's plenty of help. You can go see an etiquette coach, etiquette-therapist, or you can, learn how to apply makeup with Dr. Kimmy, or you can even come to one of my events that I do, one of my monthly webinars that I do. Last one, thank you, Dr. Kimmy. She braced us with her presence when we talked about colorism, right? Because we want to empower people that regardless of your skin tone, skin color, hair texture, you're beautiful. Do not let anyone tell you otherwise. However, like Dr. Kimmy says, there are different layers, right? The external layers, what we are going to be working on. But to us, to each of us, you guys, we agree, beauty comes from the inside. All right, you all, thank you so much for joining me today. And I hope you all listening would join us as well. Again, this program that we're bringing, a masterclass we're bringing at the price of $60. We're doing it because we want each of you to afford it. Again, we could charge more because you're in the presence of board certified physician, therapist, but we didn't want to do that. We didn't want to charge everyone a hefty price, not because of the quality is low or not, it's because we want to reach every woman. We want all women to thrive. And as Natasha said, 2022 is the year of the woman. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone.